Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are back on Forza Horizon 4 for this week's festival playlist and Forzathon shop. Today is the last week of update 7. Next week we should receive a new update for this game, a new set of festival playlists, and of course Forzathon shop rewards. So this week we've got in the Forzathon shop the 1993 McLaren F1. That is pretty necessary as that's needed in the Forzathon for this week. So if you don't have one of them, buy that through the Forzathon shop with 500 Forzathon points, which is decently expensive, but not too bad. So yeah, you do need that for the Forzathon this week. So if you don't have one of them and you want to get the 2 new festival playlist vehicles, you're probably going to need that. So I would recommend getting one of them. Secondly, the other interesting car on the Forzathon shop is the 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO. Now this is a very good opportunity to get yourself a very expensive car for not a lot of points. Now, I know 650 Forzathon points is quite a lot, but if you have that house that gives you bonus Forzathon points, it shouldn't be too bad. I don't know how much they are currently going for on the auction house, but when I got mine, I think I got mine for about 3 million credits, so that's quite a lot of... That's about 3 hours worth of racing doing the money trick that I used. That should be still going. To get this car, it took about 3 hours worth doing racing, so I don't think it would take 3 hours worth of Forzathon events to get 650 Forzathon points. Anyway, that's enough looking at the Forzathon shop. So this week we got 2 new cars. Actually, in fact, we've got 3 new cars, really. This festival playlist. We hop over here. Look, so we've got the 2019 BMW Z4 and the 2002 BMW M3 GTR. They're the 2 new cars added to the game this week. But also, if you manage to get 80% completion throughout this whole month or season or update, you receive these 2 cars. Of course, you've got the Ferrari F50 GT, which I didn't do any videos on when it came available. But this week, we've got something very interesting. The Ford Capri Forza Edition. Now, this car has been very highly requested. I don't know why, but I have no idea why. All I know is it's been really highly requested, and I've managed to get it. So I might take a look at that. If you want to see any videos on that, me having a look at it, maybe doing some races in it or something, let me know down below, and I'll make a video separately on that. But since we're mainly looking at the 2 new cars and the Forzathon shop vehicles, I won't put that in this video. I'll put that in one later on if you want me to. If you don't want me to, then don't bother commenting or anything. But if you do, comment down below, say, oh, can you please do a video on the Capri? I will do that, and yeah, just take a look at it. So yeah, so let's take a look at these 2 cars, the new cars of update 7, the Z4 and the M3. This week I did actually have to do an online event. I tried to avoid the online ones if possible, but unfortunately I had to do one of them to be able to get this car today. Otherwise I have to wait 5 days for the daily challenges to do their thing. So that was quite irritating, but yeah, at least it managed to be alright because all the competitors left, so we won quite easily. Anyway, that's enough of gibbering on. Let's go and take a look at these 2 new cars. We'll take a look at the Z4 first of all. So we go to BMW when the garage loads up. This is the wrong one, isn't it? Yes, it's the wrong one. Whoops. That one is where I meant to go. I don't know why I keep making that mistake. BMW. There we go. So there we go, the Z4 Roadster. Let's take a look at this first of all. Now, I saw one of these in real life about 2 weeks ago. They definitely have some road presence, these. Definitely have road presence. It was in this colour, but it was a more matte colour than that. It was in more of a matte paint finish. But it definitely had some road presence. It really did. Let's take a look at the colours. So we've got quite a few colours to choose from. We've got this one, we've got white, we've got this nice grey, black, silver, white again. Oh, that's a nice blue. And that's also quite a nice blue. Ooh, what colour to go for? We got iconic. Got quite nice colour there. It's quite a suitable colour for that. Or we've got these 2 nice blues. Ooh, I don't know what to go for. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it in its original colour first of all, I think. I may change it later. You'll probably find out in later videos or in the thumbnail if I've changed the colour. But I don't know. It's quite iconic in orange and it's quite different. So I don't know whether I'll keep it in that colour. Let's have a look at the upgrades. I don't think there'll be anything special, but we can have a look. That's conversions. Don't want that. We want aero bits. So we've got the original Forza splitter and canards and a Forza spoiler. Nothing much interesting going on there. Hopefully, it's not raining outside. Otherwise, that'd be quite irritating driving around in a convertible car when it's raining. Big issue with this game. They put all the seasons and everything, but don't let us put the roof up and down. So that's quite irritating. Right, let's give this thing a drive. There we go, there's the sound of it. Sounds pretty good actually, I think. This is effectively the closest you can get to a Toyota Supra in this game, while Toyota's decided to be arsewipes and not let us have cars in their cars in this game. So yeah, this is pretty much the closest you can get. Because Toyota, they've obviously done a special license agreement with Gran Turismo. This is evidence of, well, just look at Gran Turismo to be honest. You can see they've got the brand new Supra added into the game, which was last month I think it was. So yeah, they've obviously done a special license agreement with Gran Turismo. So we're not going to see Toyota in this game for, well, in a Forza series for another 5 years perhaps. So don't expect a Toyota for a long time. But this is going to be the closest we can get to a Toyota Supra while we can. As you may or may not know, that the Toyota and BMW worked as a team to develop the Z4 and the Supra. But of course, apparently the underpinnings are pretty much the same, but then and the engine's the same. But then a lot of the handling and the geometry of the car has been changed individually by each company, not by BMW and Toyota. So apparently they handle like completely different cars. This is the closest we're going to get anyway to the Supra. And frankly, I prefer the way the BMW looks. I'm growing more to the BMW than the Toyota. I'm sorry to say this, but it's true. It's a really nice car to drive this as well though. It was raining in a convertible car, which is a bit irritating. But the handling is lovely. The sound is good. Pretty decent, the sound. The handling is really nice, it's quite a nice amount of grip. But a little bit of slip at the end of the corner. It's definitely a really good looking car, this. Let's quickly have a look at this in the Forza Vista so we can get a bit of a closer look at the engine and all that sort of thing, which I forgot to do unfortunately, but we'll do that. And then we'll take a look at the M3 GTR. So we press Forza Vista. And let's open this thing up. Ginormous bonnet this thing's got. And there's the engine. Pretty much just a load of beauty plating, to be honest. Twin power turbo, so it's twin charged. Well, not twin charged, it's twin turbocharged. Yeah, it's lovely. I'm so glad that Turn 10 have gone for the V6 or the straight 6 rather than the 4-cylinder versions. Although there's only way you can get a manual gear stick variant of this car is by having a 4-cylinder, which is such a shame because it'd been so nice to have a nice big powerful 6-cylinder manual. Wow. That boot lid is ginormous for not really much of a purpose. Like I know the boot opening is quite wide, but that's even wider. Is there any need for that to be so big? Let's just take a look at the interior. I know we've sort of had a look at the interior already, but let's get in. So we start this thing up. Take a look at the lovely, crazy dials. Now we have driven this before in when we did the Rivals event a little while back, but yeah, I do like them dials. it sounds good. It's better than it could have been before they changed it. Yeah, it's quite a fancy interior. Very BMW, very modern BMW. Lovely leather seats. Shame it didn't come with the brown or the cream leather. It's just a boring black. I quite like the brown. In their sort of media cars, I think they call them. Showcase car, media car, with the cars that the demonstration vehicles had brown interior. But that would be nice if they had that in this. But yeah, so there we go. Crazy as dials that look really, really cool. It sounds good, looks good. I think it looks better than the Supra, personally. But that's my own personal preference, so don't hate me. As we sort of go down this camera angle, I think it looks really good. Anyway, let's go and take a look at the M3. So that car's a good one. I like that a lot. I still quite like it in that colour. Even though I am quite sort of aiming to go towards the nice blues or perhaps the black. I'm not quite sure. BMW, there we go. There it is, the 2002 BMW M3 GTR, made mostly famous by the Need for Speed series. Now, this is not exactly the same M3 that we see in Need for Speed. The Need for Speed one is an M3 GTR race variant. This is the road variant. So, as you can see, it hasn't got the as big wide arch, and it hasn't got the side exit exhausts like the one in Need for Speed does. It just doesn't look as meaty and as big as it does in Need for Speed. That's just because that one is a race variant, as well the race specification, where this one is the road going one. But either way, I am so pleased we got this in the game. Let's take a look at this mighty as lump. Come on, camera. Look, I want to look inside the engine. No. Fine, we'll do it through the camera then, if we can zoom in. It's not letting me. So there we go, there's the engine, as best we could have a look at it. This is actually the first ever BMW M3 to have a V8 engine. So yeah, bit of fun fact for you there. But look at that, that is a lovely engine. I like the carbon fibre and the huge air filters. Right, let's quit out of here. Let's take a look around at the rest of the car. Spin round to the boot first of all. Not really anywhere you can put your shopping in there really, because it's got a big fuel tank. I think that's meant to be a fuel tank anyway. Looks like it to me. Pop out of here. Let's go around to the interior. Very stripped out, as we can see. We close it all up a moment. So you've got all this carbon fibre inlays and all that sort of thing. Beautiful manual gearbox down there. Something that will die out in the next 20 years, I think. Lovely bucket seats. Not very BMW luxury-like, but yeah, definitely very race car-like. Not sure how high the revs go. They look like it could probably go to 8,000 RPM. Yeah, very nice in here. Very M3. Because, of course, we've got the 2005 M3 in this game, which is a lovely car to drive. Although, in first person, the engine sounds a bit weird in this game, but outside it sounds really good. So let's see if this thing stacks up. Although I can imagine it's going to sound exactly the same as the M5 and the M3 E92. But let's go and take a look at the colours and the customisation first of all before we do all of that. Not auction house, that's the wrong one. Designs and paints. Let's have a look, see if we can put it in a nice colour. Nope, we're stuck with this colour. Bit of a shame, because it would have been nice if we could put it in a blue, sort of like that, or it's a bit too bright for me. Yeah, something like that. That'd be nice. But oh well, we have to deal with that colour. Then we go over to upgrades and tunings. Let's take a look, see what we've got. I don't think there'll be anything special. The same as the Z4 really. So yep, Forza canards and things. Then we've got this Forza spoiler. Then we've got a little boot lip spoiler and a spoiler removal. Boot lip spoiler. Now, is that original, or why can you do that to a GTR? It makes it look more like a normal one, which I don't know why you'd want to do that to your GTR, but there we go. I know you can get that spoiler, I think, with the original M3. There's a very rare option for UK cars having this spoiler on it. But I don't think it's in carbon fibre though, it's in paint colour. But yeah, it's quite interesting to discover that on Auto Trader the other day. Anyway, let's go and give it a drive. Well, I don't know how far it's meant to rev up, so I may have rev it or under rev it a couple of times, but we'll see. There we go, there's the sound. Pretty much as expected, pretty much. Not my favourite noise. I know the M5 and the M392 sounds exactly the same, which is a bit of a shame, really. I find the noise is a bit too rough. I don't know whether you've noticed this. It's been my concern about a lot of cars, even the Audi V8s are the same. It just sounds too burbly and too rough to be like a standard car. But hopefully they'll sort this out. And mainly at low RPM, really, that's what makes this weird burbly noise, which sounds, if you say a burbly noise, you'd imagine it sounded good, but the way how it's been executed in this just doesn't sound good at all. I like the smoothness of the engine sounds in the Horizon 3, but this engine's more than that is. And I don't know what that crackle noise is either, that's something that's been in a lot of cars in this game, which really ruins a lot of really good sounding cars. But yeah, apart from that, it sounds good. You can hear the engine note that it's supposed to have in there somewhere. But instead of whinging about car sounds like I normally do, the car itself is really good. I love the way this thing looks though. Such a good looking car. It's got very similar kind of handling to that Z4. Lots of grip until like you push it a bit too much, it starts to sort of slide the back end out. That was very planted though. Long sweeping curves like that, this car really likes. Yeah, 8,000 RPM is where I've changed here. Well, this car does suffer from the same issue the normal 2005 version has of this. If you notice down on the gear, on the dashboard, that's the word I was after, it tells you what gear you're in, and it tells you you're in neutral, even though you're driving around, which is obviously wrong. That's had the same problem with the 2005 M3, which is unfortunate, but there we go. It's a little thing that's a little bit noticeable. But there we go. There are the two brand new cars of this week, the M3 GTR and the Z4 straight 6 version, 2019, which is brilliant. I'm so glad they brought that, the straight 6 version, not the 4-cylinder, because you can't resist the sound of a straight 6. Again, if you want me to do a video on the Capri, let me know down below, and I'll make some video. I may do a couple of races in it, may even do something with it. I don't know. We'll see. I'll discover why it's such a requested car. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching this video today. It's been a very, very good week, I think, for cars. A chance to win, get a 250 GTO for quite little price is really good. Getting a McLaren as well, that's a good one. And then you got two brilliant BMWs. So yeah, a very successful week. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video today. Hope you found it helpful, funny, good, useful, full of facts. And hopefully I'll see you in another video. Bye.